What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're talking about a fragrance that has sparked a lot of interest and disinterest all at the same time. Seems to be a polarizing one that just smells really good to me. It is the new Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Lover. It's a good fragrance. I have a lot of good things to say. For as simplistic as it is, it's actually quite nice for everyday wear. So let's talk about it. Stay tuned. So I don't have the canister anymore, but we can take a look at the bottle real quick. Has this tattooed look to the torso. It's a bluish gray hue for the glass. You have a kind of graphite colored smoke gray, if you will, atomizer. You have some fragrance info etched in the glass on the bottom. This is a 125 milliliter bottle. Has the typical atomizer neck stay to stop it from spraying with a really good atomizer, as they are known to have. It's actually my scent of the day. Let's talk about the scent. So I have the Parfumo note breakdown here on the screen. It does smell that simple, though there's a few things I would say are kind of omitted from this 3-note breakdown of vanilla pepper and an ambergris note that seems to be more ambroxan than anything else. If you don't like ambroxan, you probably won't like this fragrance. You gotta like vanilla. That's the biggest takeaway, because it's vanilla start to finish. It's a very kind of creamy, according to my wife, beachy, like sunscreeny type of vanilla smell, the way the accord comes across to her. This makes her think of the beach. She's told me several times today. I quite like it, though, because it's kind of like vanilla sweet meets blue. It's very much a blue everyday wear. I get a little touch of that bubblegummy smell. Could be the ambroxan mixing with some sage that I think is there, that they're not listing. They don't list any citrus, but I'm sure there's some sort of citrus adding to the freshness. But it's not a super dusty and powdery type of vanilla. It's not intensely sweet, creamy, gourmand type of vanilla either. It kind of falls somewhere in between. There's a little bit of a creaminess to it overall, but I think the ambroxan here kind of smooths everything over. Again, it's a great daily wear fragrance. It's nothing special, new, and fantastic, and wildly unique or anything, but it's pleasant. It smells good. It works for everything as long as you're okay with some designer sweetness. It's typical designer sweetness. Most designer fragrances these days, at least a lot of them, seem to be on the sweeter side, and they're based around tonka bean and or vanilla. This happens to be some vanilla, and it's not too heavy. That I think you can wear this when year round, summertime, beachy kind of feel, like my wife was saying, and everything. This is a great everyday wear for somebody. I think it smells great personally. Performance on this one seems to be really good. I've been clocking in the 8 to 10 hour range in longevity, more so in that 9-10 hour range is typically about the time I take a shower. It could even be potentially a bit more. I haven't clocked it beyond 10 hours, but I mean, that's really good longevity, with the projection being on the moderate to heavy side for about an hour to 2 hours before it calms down. Let's call it hour to hour and a half realistically. And then the sillage here is on the moderate side, where I do get nice little whiffs of it throughout pretty much the remainder of the life before it becomes a faint skin scent, which I haven't really gotten completely to a faint skin scent stage with this one, because I haven't gone beyond 10 hours with it. And it's still, I mean, it's pretty close to the skin at the 10 hour point, but I wouldn't call it a faint skin scent at that point. At least, the testing I've been doing, I've had it for close to 2 weeks now, and I've been spending time with it most days since I got it. I quite enjoy it. The performance here is well above average. It's not the beast of something like Le Male Elixir, the previous release, but this is still a very strong fragrance that I think can be worn in all 4 seasons. Across the board, it's above average in every subcategory performance. Final thoughts on Le Male Lover. I think it's a great fragrance. I really do. I think it's 8 out of 10 type of stuff. Well above average performance, somewhat semi-generic type of scent profile. Smells done before, but I can't pinpoint it to one specific fragrance that it smells like this fragrance. It smells like a style more than anything. Name that fresh vanilla, name that blue fragrance. There's some elements tying the two things together while still kind of making its own thing. That's a beautiful wear that my wife firsthand seems to really enjoy smelling on me, that I enjoy smelling on me. So I think 8 out of 10 great is indeed a great rating for this. I think more people should give it a try. Don't just trust all the people on the internet. It's a beautiful fragrance. It deserves some attention if you're interested in smelling it. Roll with it. Le Male. Le Male, they've put out a ton of great fragrances in the Le Male line, and in my opinion, this is once again another great fragrance. Not their best release in the last several years, but it's up there as a really good release from Jean Paul Gaultier in this line. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on Le Male Lover, the newest release in the Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male line. I think it's good stuff. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried this, and what do you think about it? Do you like it? Is it a pass for you? I get it, because it can be on the more generic side for some. There's heavy redundancy with this to my collection, though again, it doesn't smell like any one specific fragrance. It fits a style, but me tying it into the blue genre, I love blue type fragrances, so naturally I was going to very much enjoy this fragrance. So just get out and try it, get your nose on it, get it on skin, and see it's for you. See if it's for you. Don't go about the risky business of blind buying unless you're comfortable with it. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Le Male Lover from Jean Paul Gaultier and you give it a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.